Another thing the British were especially well, they gave you a lot of training in what to do if you went down behind enemy lines and how to get away and how to find your way back. And they gave us those blood chits that you got a copy of, and they gave us escape maps that we could hide in our uniforms, and they gave us compasses and all kind of little trick compasses. We had a pencil clip that we had on a pencil in our pocket. You take the clip off, put it on the point of the pencil, and it would swing around and point north. And so they were very conscious of trying to save you if you had to parachute out or had to make a emergency landing behind the Germans. They wanted you to get out. And those blood chits, as you know, they're written in Arabic, and you give them to an Arab, and it tells you that if he'll take you back to the nearest British outpost, he'll be rewarded. Of course, the Germans offered rewards too, and those Arabs knew which ones were given the biggest reward at that time. I think those Bedouins, they kind of liked the war. I mean, when you'd meet them at these little oases where we got our water, they had Mauser rifles hanging on their camels and jerry cans, as we called the German water cans. They'd have those hanging on the sides of their camels. They carried water in them, and they scrounged a lot of stuff. So I just kind of thought maybe they didn't mind there being a war there.
And did you have a lot of interaction with locals as far as
No,
the
well,
Bedouins, etc.?
we were out on this dead desert, and we never, at our airfields, we never saw anybody. At the oases where we had to go to get our water, you'd see some, and if you were flying over the area, sometimes you'd see a little group of them down below on one of the few trails that were around. But I tell you, that desert was a great place to fight the war. You couldn't do anything to it that would make it worse than it was. And, you know, there was nothing there to hurt.